On first look, Hameln seems just like any other normal German village. Half-timbered houses, cobblestone roads, and a church in the center. But if you spend time here, you'll quickly notice that this seemingly ordinary German town has a dark history. For it is here that 130 children went missing at the hands of the Pied Piper, who supposedly led them out of the town, through the fields, and into a cave, never to be seen again. Many theories surround the Pied Piper of Hameln. From fairy tales to horror stories, the legend itself dates back to the year 1284. Today, we're going to be searching for the spirits of the missing children and quite possibly the Pied Piper himself. So without further ado, here we go. Oh wow, that's actually really good. Located on the River Weser, here in Lower Saxony, Germany, Hameln started out first as a monastery in the year 851 AD. By the 12th century, Hameln had become a town. But like most towns in the 12th century, Hameln had a rat problem. Or so the story goes. In 1284, a piper dressed in multicolored clothing visited the town and claimed to be a rat catcher. After speaking to the mayor of Hameln about their rat problem, the Pied Piper took out an instrument resembling an oboe and started to play a seemingly magical tune while walking around the town and luring the rats out of their holes. With the rats finally under the spell of the Pied Piper, it's said that he led them here into the Weser River, drowning the rats and finally ridding Hameln of its rat problem once and for all. Once he was finished, the piper returned to the mayor to collect his 1,000 guilders as promised, but the mayor only rewarded him with 50. It's said that the mayor even went as far as to blame the piper for bringing the rats into the town in an attempt to scam the mayor. Furious and enraged, the angered piper stormed out of the town while swearing to take his revenge on Hameln. On June 26, 1284, the Pied Piper returned to Hameln, this time playing a different tune. This time, the tune he played is said to have lured the children towards him as the adults were attending church. The piper didn't just walk straight through the town either. It's said that he walked in a winding path through the town in an attempt to gather as many children as possible. In fact, the street that I'm standing on is the last known place where the children were seen following the piper out of the town. And for this reason, it's forbidden to play music, sing, or even dance on this street. Written into the wooden beams of the building on the corner of the same street is a message stating that on the 26th of June, year 1284, 130 children were led away from Hameln by a piper. It's been said that the children were led to Koppenberg, which has been used for pagan rituals and ceremonies. And that's exactly where we will be conducting our paranormal investigation. The shrubbery, the trees, everything here is really thick. It's a really dense forest, and the light just doesn't really make it through from the sun very well, which is good for the video because I wanted it to be creepy. I didn't want to go do any paranormal investigations in the daylight. I wanted to do it at nighttime. Someone over here is a little
I go back to the car. It's not a problem.
Oh yeah, and then you leave me out here alone at night. Yes. Yeah, very good, very good. Which might end up happening. But the cool thing about this forest is this is actually where pagans way back in the day used to do their rituals. What kind of rituals, I have no idea, but there are some structures that are left over from that, which we're gonna try and find them, and then we'll start our paranormal investigation. Are you ready?
I don't know.
I'm ready. So Daisy just found a gravestone right here in the middle of the woods.
Is this alt?
I think that's what that is. Let's go check it out. I'm not sure if that is a grave site or if that's just some kind of a marker, because we are actually right at a fork in the road. you could go in 3 different directions here. So something tells me that's actually a marker. So it looks like there's an arrow or something like that right here, if you look closely. There are markings and engravings on it, but it's way too old to read any of them. So that's not what we're looking for. We're gonna move on. I'm not sure. Very interesting. Very interesting. All right, so we are officially no longer on the main trail, and we are on our way to the first little monolithic structure on our list, which is called Adam and Eva. Apparently, if you look at it at just the right angle, the stones have faces in them. We'll see if that's true. Okay, so right behind me is a little opening in the ground. It's like a little teeny cave. And if you look inside of there, it looks almost as if there is a really old wall. So, I'm gonna pull out the EMF detector. See if we can't pick up some electromagnetic frequencies. Let's check it out. Oh. Okay, that's going crazy. Look at that. Can you get a close-up? Let's get closer. No? Okay. That was just going crazy like a couple seconds ago. Yeah, right here. Somewhere. That's interesting because we're right at the foot of Adam and Eva, and it's starting to pick up a little bit of activity. So let's go a little bit further and see what we get. So I'm right at the Adam and Eva stones with the electromagnetic frequency detector, and so far nothing. There's a lot of different theories that surround the Pied Piper and what he did with the 130 children that went missing. One of them actually is that he drowned the children in the river, and there were never any rats in the first place, and the rats actually represent the souls of the children. Yeah, which of course we don't know if any of the theories are actually true, but that one doesn't jive with me. I don't think he's gonna drown 130 children at once. Looks like we have another structure up here. Yeah, let's see. Oh, that's definitely a structure. Let's check this out. So I have no idea what this was, but we're guessing it's one of the pagan structures where they did rituals. If you look closely, there's some iron bars sticking out of the concrete here, or the boulders, whatever you want to call it. But this is definitely man-made. So I think I'm going to take out the EMF meter and see if we can't find something. Looks pretty normal so far. Okay, so nothing on the EMF meter here. That's a little bit of a disappointment. This structure is actually bigger than I first thought when we first came upon it, because if you look behind me right here, it's probably hard to see on the camera, but we're standing on what looks to be like almost like a wall, and it goes all the way back in there, or at least so it seems. Let's see if we can't find the Devil's Kitchen. Another theory is that he led the children into the cave where he just killed them all. Well, that also doesn't really jive with me too well either, because you know, he leads them into the cave and you know, there's 130 children against one Pied Piper. How does he do that? Who knows? The third theory is that he led the children into the cave, and then the cave somehow swallowed them up or fell in on them. My theory is that if he really wanted revenge and he wanted to get rid of the kids, maybe he led them into the cave, showed them which way to go into the cave, promises of gold or who knows what, and then had the cave rigged to fall in on the children as they went in. That's just my personal theory. And then he runs away in the night, never to be seen again. It's getting dark fairly quickly, and we are right in the middle of the woods here. So everything's going according to plan. And it's easy to lose the trail where we are if you're not careful. You know, the leaves are falling, covering it up, and the trail that we have right now is just like a little footpath. And you got to really pay attention, otherwise you could lose yourself here. Look at that, babe. I just got a little spike over here.
Hättest du gesehen?
Yep. I keep getting little teeny spikes of electromagnetic frequencies. The phones are packed away. They're not influencing this. Yeah, there we go again. Just a little spike. I'm excited now. I think the closer we get, the more this thing is gonna act up. That's just my thoughts.
Da ist es schon wieder.
I feel like I'm standing in a place that belongs to somebody else. Do you know that feeling? Like this is where animals live or something? That's creepy, man. That's a creepy feeling, standing there. I don't know what it is. It's maybe it's just the size of these gigantic rocks. Maybe that's all it is. Maybe it's just in my head, you know? So this seems to be one of the places where they said that the floor opened up, and that's where the devil would pull people down under the earth and into hell. Any place where you can find all of these beautiful mossy rocks. Beautiful forest with a really horrific backstory.
Was ist mit deiner Kamera?
Kein Akku.
Du hast doch gerade gewechselt.
It just says I don't have any battery, but I just changed it. That's not cool. That's not cool. It says no battery. My battery is drained. But it's still working. Let's see if I can record. Ladies and gentlemen, we are recording, but with no battery. I'm gonna change out the battery and see if it's still.
Ja.
Put that back in. 81%.
Jetzt geht's wieder?
Yeah, now it's working. Now it's got 81%. Maybe something just doesn't want us to film here. Here you go.
Ich gehe nicht rein.
So that was weird. My camera just said that there was no battery at all, even though I just changed it out for a fresh one. So I turned the camera off, took the battery out, put it back in again, and now it's totally okay. That's happened only one other time since I've had this GoPro. Yeah, which is not a normal thing to happen here. So was that a problem with my GoPro? Or was that something interfering with my GoPro? Okay, anyways. That's it. Okay, so we are right in the Devil's Kitchen, and actually right behind me here is apparently where the cave used to be, where the Pied Piper led the children into the cave. Now, We can't go past this area here because, as you can see, there's a gate here. I could jump it and run over there and act like an idiot, but this place is notorious for sinkholes, and that looks like a giant sinkhole. Well, it looks filled in now. And without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and get the paranormal investigation underway. But before I do that, I wanna show you guys the equipment that we're working with. This right here is an EMF detector. That's an electromagnetic field detector. So we got one of those that should tell us if there's any kind of weird energies going on or electromagnetic energies going on here. A temperature reader, so you can see if there's any hot or cold spots. Of course, a voice recorder, because we're gonna be doing a EVP session. Is that what that's called? EVP? I don't know. Anyways, we're gonna see if we can pick up some kind of a creepy voice. We're gonna ask questions to the spirits and possibly to the Pied Piper himself and see if we can't get answers on this baby. And last but not least, I've downloaded this app on my phone, which is called GhostTube. And basically it's supposed to pick up on any apparitions. If it sees a person, it outlines the person in green lines, and they say that it's supposed to pick up on apparitions. I think I already saw something, so I'm gonna hit record. You see that?
Mm-hmm.
It's already picking up. That's weird. Okay. So you guys will be able to see that because I'll put that in there. So it's picking up on the trees, but it looks like something dancing. What is that? Okay. Let me turn that off. Let's see if we can get some frequencies here. You see that? Look at this. Babe, you see that?
See again.
So this is amazing. This is right where it's said that the Pied Piper took the kids into the cave, and we are instantly picking stuff up. On the GhostTube app, we see an apparition, and when I point the electromagnetic frequency detector in that direction, it's definitely picking something up. Whoa. Whoa. No way. That's crazy. Holy crap. Okay. Put that here. I'm gonna leave it on. Okay, so for the EVP session, I'm gonna do a round of questions. The first round of questions are yes or no answers only. We don't mean any harm. We're just here to visit and ask a few questions, and then we'll be on our way. Once we leave, unfortunately, you're not allowed to follow us. Okay? Question number 1. Are you here by choice? Question number 2, and these are only yes or no answers, okay? Were you once a human? Okay, next question. Are you bilingual? Do you consider yourself bad? Are you happy? Did you free Hameln from its rat problem? Are you the one who led the children away from Hameln to this spot right here? Are the children in the forest with us right here, right now? And my last yes or no question, are you a child of Hameln? Oh yeah.
Oh no. Get back.
We got something here. Yeah. Are you guys seeing this? So we're just on the other side of the cave. Could be almost on top of it. And this thing is going crazy. It just went away. No. Look at that.
Das ist creepy.
That's something straight out of a horror movie. This is like, if there was ever a tree that had anything to do with witches, it's right here. Wow, yeah, babe. This thing is going off. Yeah. Unfortunately, we were unable to pick up any spirits or ghostly voices in our EVP sessions. But that doesn't mean that the Devil's Kitchen isn't haunted. The closer we got, the more we picked up electromagnetic frequencies. Oh, wow. We also experienced equipment failure, from the battery in my camera draining without any explanation, to losing our first EVP session due to the recorder malfunctioning. Is that recording? Is that even working now? Please tell me that's working. This thing is not even working.
Oh, nochmal technische Probleme?
So we ran into some technical problems, and I guess the recorder was not recording, so we're gonna do this one more time. And I don't know why the recorder wasn't recording, because I hit record and I made sure that it was recording. I know I already asked these questions one time, but I need to ask them again, and I hope that you will answer them for us. And at this point, without any further investigation, we can only say that the results were inconclusive. And it can be that the children were never even led to the Devil's Kitchen in the first place. One theory is that the children died from the bubonic plague, but the plague first hit the area in 1349. That's almost 1,000 years after the children were said to disappear. Another theory is that they died from poisoning of the food supply. The third theory is that the children were kidnapped during the Children's Crusade, but that theory doesn't add up, as the crusade occurred much earlier in the year 1212. Despite all of the theories that surround the Pied Piper of Hameln, one fact remains consistent, and that is that 130 children went missing from the town, never to be seen again. I hope you liked the video, and if you did, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe, because we go on at least one adventure each week, so we'll see you next week.